there was no aptitude test, because any common persons will understand aptitude test itself as if a separate test. So out of 30, 13% said no aptitude test. Kindly come to serial number 16. That's the reason I said this.
Teacher applicants, they will understand so much. Your interviewers will answer
This is nothing
and
to
you
do
are
with.
asking us to go into the issue, the manner in which you understand the definition.
I'm saying that
It's unfortunate.
no, I'm not.
You are bringing in points which your board interviewers did not have that amount of intelligence, so to say, as you are arguing in this matter.
No,
No,
not.
you are just because you are the arguing counsel.
No.
Whichever things you think
They
that
understood it.
my conscience.
They understood it correctly, but they were not able to communicate it. They may not be able to say it as I am saying.
So you cannot communicate afresh on their part.
No, I will not communicate.
Please don't do it. You remain, you restrict yourself on the ground of challenge.
I am restricting, my lord. I am not making submissions which are not relevant. Kindly visualize this. Lordship has seen in the judgment anywhere that word natural has been used by the Honorable Single Judge.
Don't do post question to us. You make your argument.
My lord, I say that, sorry, that was my mistake. Sorry, extremely sorry. My lord, the Honorable Single Judge, my lord, sometimes I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have. My lord, the Honorable Single Judge in the entire judgment has not used the very definition of aptitude test. Two things are different. Assessment of aptitude test not done is one thing. An aptitude test has to be a completely separate test altogether is a different thing.
So you say they are intermingled.
Yes, because I also give an answer. Because preservation of the naturality. My lord, when someone is answering questions, kindly look at this way, my lord. There has to be certain amount of subjectiveness, or I can use arbitrariness. Subjectiveness is a better word. When a question is asked on geography, on history, on English, on anything else, if the answer happen to be the same, like a quiz contest, but how that answer is given, if the persons who are taking the interview, if they understand it, that's the natural ability. They would be the best person to assess it. Therefore, there has to be an assessment. Absolutely right, the Honorable Single Judge on that. But to say that, no, there should be a separate test altogether, like a separate day, separate test, that is incorrect.
That the court has not said. Separate day it should be held, it has not.
Court has said there was no aptitude test.
That is one thing of it. That aptitude has to be taken in a separate date. This was never the picture.
But that the Lordship kindly take it.
Judge proceeded on the basis that when there are two faculties of
Lordship may be shocked in the process that the Honorable Single Judge has proceeded. Kindly come to page 615. A person was called, his English was not good, and the judge terminated his service there and there by a judicial order. At least in my last 28 years of practice, I have never ever come across this. Do I need to spend one sentence to say that this is so unjust? A person who is not a petitioner, who is not a candidate, who is nobody, he is called, his English was poor. So how many of us would actually lose our license?
The ground of challenge. That is not the ground of challenge.
Need not be. But that's the basis of 615.
Don't go into the conduct and the manner it was done.
I am not going. Kindly come to 600.
You point out the action, all right.
Yes.
Please don't go.
But that has been taken note of. Kindly take it.
The court had been unreasonable according to you. Finished?
No, if it is,
person doesn't know English. If he said that, go, I am terminating your.
If I finish in that way, then I actually finish. I am trying to survive.
What?
Kindly have some mercy also on us. There are two sides. There are both sides of a story. Possible that my story is not good enough.
Yes.
Kindly take 650. Kindly take two notes. There were 700 interviewers.
700 interviewers.
Total, approximately.
Where did you get that figure from?
I don't have, but I don't think.
Nowhere it is there. Yes.
But there has to be a number, but Lordship, for understanding that 30 of the,
Which page you are referring? Page
page 615, 30 persons were called.
650.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Lordship may kindly first mark, I have calculated who said what, and what I have found out of 30, going by the exactly recording of the judge, out of 30, 13 said no aptitude test. Kindly take number 1. Did he say that there was no assessment of the aptitude, natural ability? He didn't say so. He said there was no aptitude test because any common persons will understand aptitude test itself as if a separate test. So out of 30, 13% said no aptitude test. Kindly come to serial number 16. That's the reason I said this. Serial number 16 was Mr. Tushar Kanti Das, the unfortunate gentleman whose English was poor. By a judicial order, he lost his service. And that is not, and that is page 616. Kindly see, the recording is evidence on the real question was not taken for special reason.